welcome to my channel! And this is my first official video. So let's talk about armpit hair. Specifically armpit hair on a female like me. Now I guess it really depends on the area you're in, but in most parts of, the United States where I live, it's kind of abnormal for a female to have armpit hair like I do. And so most women shave their armpits because that's what you're supposed to do. Now, I have had armpit hair for about 1.5 years. I started growing it out when I moved to this apartment, and it was kind of unintentional. There were times where I did intentionally grow out my armpit hair. And there are times where I've tried and failed because it's itchy in the beginning or whatever. I would say the first time I grew out my armpit hair was roughly in middle school. I had a friend and we were having a no shaving contest. So that's when I first grew out my armpit hair for the first time, and I had, my arms and my legs unshaved as well. Now one day, we were getting ready to go to the water park, and my grandma had bought us a bunch of Nair hair removal and said, "You girls go upstairs and get rid of that disgusting hair." We applied it, and immediately we were like, "No! Get it off! I'll miss my body hair." Long story short, I ended up with just one hairy armpit. And I can't remember if it was my left armpit or my right armpit. I have reason to believe it was this armpit. And I kept that for a while, and I even gave it a name. I called it Billy. Ha ha ha. And, that's what gave me the idea for this video. So I'm going to shave one of my armpits and leave the other one hairy. And I'm going to report back and basically tell you the differences between them. Now, personally, I do prefer to have armpit hair since having it for many reasons, which you will find out later in this video. So let's get started by shaving my armpit. I do have a cup of water here in case you're wondering. And you're probably thinking, why didn't you shave your armpit before this video, blah blah blah. I'm one for providing evidence. So, I basically have your best interest, is what I'm trying to say. Let's focus in on that hairy blade. Is it working? Not working. Well, I'm sure you don't want to see that anyway. This is a little bit more difficult shaving it outside of the shower for obvious reasons, and oddly though, it is not burning, so I'm a little surprised and glad about that it's not burning. I should have brought a towel to wipe off the excess hair. Oh, this is my cat. He's investigating what I'm doing. His name is Rorio, if you're wondering. silly little boy. Alright, that is pretty smooth, I think, anyway. I'll probably need to do some touch-ups in the shower, you know, tomorrow when I shave it again. Like, I'll probably shave it every day for about 2 weeks. So, yeah, one hairless, one hairy, and I will keep you guys updated on, you know, my opinions and feelings during this process. See you for now. Welcome back. Okay, so as you can see, I am no longer uneven armpit wise. Okay, so let me start off by saying, I'm sure you can tell, it has been over a year since I filmed the first part of this video. Now, full transparency, I did not go the full year with one shaven armpit and one unshaven armpit. Obviously, I have 2 hairy armpits, so you know which one won for me personally at this point. Now, there's a couple reasons why I definitely did not take the whole year off on purpose. I was kind of feeling like down on myself and self-conscious. I would like make an excuse like I can't film because like my hair is too long, or I can't film because it's like I need my eyebrows waxed, or it's too soon after a haircut and I'm not like confident in it yet. You know, so like, you know, I kept making excuses, but today I decided, you know what, let's finish this YouTube video. Let's finish it, the one I started a year ago. Okay, so let me get started. Now, for me personally, I prefer having armpit hair. Everybody is different, everybody sweats and smells differently. So I understand where, like, you know, me and you might not agree. So one thing I noticed when, you know, I do shave my armpit is, you know, it gets irritated, obviously. The irritation does, like, it lessens, like, the more I shave it, obviously. It's more irritated when I started shaving it again. I would get, like, you know, red bumps, it would be itchy, you know, and honestly, the itchiness kind of never went away for me. I kept my armpit shaved for about 3, maybe 4 months, and then I decided I don't want to do it anymore. So when it comes to sweating, I noticed that my shaved armpit felt wetter. I can't honestly say that it sweat more because I have no way to tell. I think maybe the hairy armpit, there was hair there, so it felt less wet, but my shaved armpit definitely felt wet and slippery. Another thing that was a problem for me with the shaved armpit is that when I was wearing a t-shirt, my shirt would stick to my armpit more, which is kind of uncomfortable, you know. Let's see, what else did I not like? I feel like it didn't change the way I smell at all because I always smell really bad. So, you know, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna say the main thing about the armpit hair that I personally don't like is that, like, okay, so for instance, this tank top, you know, it's super, you know, it's like kind of like, see the back? It's like kind of like crunchy, earthy style, like you would assume to go with somebody who has armpit hair. And I personally, I'm not like usually self-conscious about the way I'm looking at the time, like in person. But when I would wear like a really pretty flowery floral dress, I would feel self-conscious about my armpit hair. So I feel like, you know, shaving every now and then when I want to wear like a really pretty dress isn't like a huge ordeal for me. A good thing about the armpit hair is like when my armpit does get itchy, when I go to scratch it, it feels better to scratch than the non-hairy armpit, if that makes sense to you at all. That might seem a little weird, but like when my armpits did get itchy, it was just much more of an enjoyable experience to scratch the hairy armpit, because I didn't get like a bunch of deodorant on my hand and it wasn't sticky. It was just like kind of like, you know, a regular scratching. Now when it comes to deodorant, I didn't have to change my deodorant. I kind of want to make a video about like the deodorant I use, if that's not weird. Because like it took me a while to find a brand that like works for me. Now if you do choose to grow out your armpit hair, I suggest potentially trimming it, maybe like once every, I don't know, mine doesn't grow super fast, so I only had to actually trim it once in like 6 months. But if I accidentally let it grow a little long, I'll kind of be like tempted to kind of like play with it. Yeah, I know, super weird. So like keep that trimmed. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up. But generally for me, I found it much more comfortable to have hair in the long run. It doesn't like look bad. You know, and like if you're worried about, oh, like, you know, I'm a girl and I'm not supposed to have armpit hair and people won't find me attractive with armpit hair. If someone's gonna hate on you for your armpit hair, might wanna reconsider. Anyway, so wrap this up, and you know, personally for me, I like having my hairy armpits. I will occasionally shave them to fit a special occasion, but you know. So I hope you guys like enjoyed my video. Sorry for being super random, like rambly. I thought this out a lot before I started filming, but obviously I need practice, but alright, so I hope you come on back to my channel sometime.